Alright guys, welcome back. Feeling happy. Hair looking good. Um I'm wearing my favorite t-shirts. The Doors. They're so awesome. Beautiful music. Jim Morrison was a great guy. Unfortunately, the drugs, the partying, the alcohol took a very big toll on him. Music is important in life. I feel like the Doors influenced me a lot. For those who doesn't know, I first listened to the Doors when I was like, I think it was 16, 17. I was going to church actually when somebody told me, look, check out this band, the Doors. At first I was like, this sounds too soft for me, because at the time I was into like rock. Like I would go to church and play like rock Christian music. So to me, the Doors were like a little soft. And the first song I listened from them was, I think it was LA Woman or Riders on the Storm. And and the fun fact is that there was a video game called Need for Speed for those who like grew up in this era, like 2000s to like 2010. Snoop Dogg did a song of the Doors, and to me, that's the remix was like more like hype energy, than the actual the Doors song, like the original, because he's got like a big like piano section, keyboard section. But then guess what happened? Somehow I took a break, like I was like playing like different music. I wasn't listening to the Doors as much. But there was something that told me, yeah, this band is gonna be for you. Because guess what? Later, I really got into their music. I know a lot of songs of them. You want to tell you? You want me to tell you one of my favorite songs? Some of my favorite songs of the Doors. "L.A. Woman," of course. Is that is one of those situations where like you put on the spot? Like you ever watch those videos where like you wearing like a t-shirt of your favorite band and then they ask you name three songs of the band and you're like, oh shit. You get blanked. Well, I feel kind of like that, but now I'm gonna tell you, I know that the thoughts are gonna come. Peace Frog, I think, is a great song. um Riders on the Storm, of course. See, I'm getting nervous now. um Unhappy Girl, that's a good one. End of the Night, that's a good one. I don't know if I'm gonna pronounce this one right, but The Highest House, that's a good one too. Uh, Take It As It Comes. I woke up and I scrolled down on Instagram and there was a story from that Doors page playing that song with the lyrics and like really cool imagery. So I was like, synchronicity. And I'm wearing the Doors shirt. You know what I mean? Waiting for the song. I think let's see. Hello, I love you, let me call your name. Hello, I love you, let me tell you my name. Is that how it goes? I think that's very poppy song, but it's like catchy. Another one. Oh, Spanish Caravan, of course. That's a good one. I haven't written these songs down, so out of like muscle memory, I'm telling you the name of the songs. I already told you like four, so don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm gonna try to tell you like a couple more. Let's see. Let's think. Yeah, I already said End of the Night. Gloria, Gloria, ding ding ding. Love Me Two Times. And of course, Roadhouse Blues. Oh my god, people are strange and breaking through. Those are the most important ones. So there you go. I already told you like almost 10. So let's leave it at that. I know there's another songs that I might be forgetting that are really cool. Oh, You Make Me Real. That's a good one. I love that one. Oh, Len Ho. That's another good one. Len Ho. I think on that album there's another one. It's like the Morrison Hotel album. It's another one that I love. It's on the same album. I'm forgetting. It's Len Ho and that is Len Ho. Okay, you won. I forgot the name of the song. Okay, leaving the doors aside. Maybe I'll remember it. I'll tell it later. Let's talk about philosophy now. Let's talk about spirituality. Let's talk about perception of life. I've been like listening to a lot of like ancient knowledge. I know my last video was about that. Gnosticism. Pretty much Gnosticism. It's pretty cool. Philosophy. I think it definitely defies the traditional church. Like they tell you that there are gospels that are hidden from the public. Like the church doesn't want you to read those gospels because they come from the real Jesus. And it makes sense because whereas the church tell you to worship Jesus, the real Jesus tells you to open your eyes, that you are a divine entity, therefore you are Jesus. That's what the real Jesus tells you. But the church doesn't want you to know this. The church wants you to bow towards a higher entity, you know what I'm talking about? Disregarding the fact that you are the universe. Therefore you have power and we all are gods. Believe it or not. According to Gnosticism, it is pretty like accurate, You are a divine entity, like I said. Everything people tell you, all the norms, they're arbitrary, which means that there doesn't have like an actual fact, an actual explanation. Arbitrary. There is a kingless realm, which means that we all are, higher power entities. We all have the magic in ourselves, if you will. It's up to you if you want to choose comfort over truth, fear over questioning, because you are afraid of rocking the boat. We rule ourselves. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Eating from the fruit wasn't the first sin. It was the first act of liberation. Which means in Gnosticism there's a so-called God. I don't know if I'm gonna pronounce it right. Yaldabaoth? Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is the God that wants to have Adam blind. Do I explain myself? This Yaldabaoth wants Adam not to eat from the tree of knowledge. In other words, the story that we have been told when we were kids that Eve was the woman that sinned because she was the first one who took the forbidden fruit. When in reality, you know what Eve means? Eve is intuition. So Eve is the feminine side within us, which means that she didn't sin. She was the one who had the intuition of wanting the truth, and she passed it on to Adam. Yeah. Am I pronouncing it right? Am I pronouncing Adam right? I think so. Which means When the Bible said that they were afraid of being naked, no, that was a metaphor. They were not ashamed of being naked. They were ashamed of they they were ashamed of being blinded. And now that they have the power of knowledge, everything changed. I know it's a little bit confusing. Huh? Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I'm like, am I saying the right words? But you get the message. In other words, when somebody tells you not to do something, it's because there's a hidden truth behind it. That's pretty much it. In a nutshell, we all have the duality. Like I said, you cannot deny the bad. The bad is always going to be. Instead of dividing the good and the bad, realize they connect each other. They complement. Our body is Mother Nature and our mind is the universe. You have to connect the physical and the spiritual. Yeah, you have to connect the physical and the spiritual, the anger and the happiness, light and darkness, all the polarities that they can be in the world. You have to connect them. You cannot divide them, because if you do divide them, then you enter on your Luciferian energy, which means you create real evil, and we don't want that. Why do you think there's wars? Why do you think there's always road rages? Because they're all in the same energy. They oversaturate anger. If a person is angry and then you are angry, then they're both on the same energy. It's gonna be a huge explosion. Whereas if a person is angry and you are calm, then there's a balance. You know what I mean? So instead of killing each other, let's dialogue. Because Earth is our home, and Mother Nature wants us to share, not to destroy ourselves. This is not what Mother Nature wants. So, wrapping up. Okay, I don't want to take a lot of your time. Learn a new craft, learn a new topic, because sometimes you get bored of learning the same thing. Like all of these videos, and then I get videos of how to get girls, and I'm like, sorry, but bless you all. You get all these videos of how to get girls, how to attract women. You know, at the end they do. Like I'm like, you know what? I already know how everything works. I have watched so many videos about like attraction and stuff that I'm like I'm graduated already. Like sometimes I don't just do it. If I watch a video, these type of videos, because I'm bored. But at the end, it's pretty simple, and I'm not gonna even like repeat it because I have said it on my previous videos. So go watch them if you actually want to attract people, women, or whatever you're into. All right. Remember, people, read a book. Read a book. I learned that from one of my favorite girls, which name I'm not gonna say. Hopefully someday she's gonna watch one of my videos, and she's gonna realize. Then I can't, she's gonna realize something. I think that's it for today. Keep being awesome. Keep learning new stuff. Be a good person. Follow your dreams. Don't let people let you down because they tell you that you're stupid or like you don't have no talent. It's not true. You have talent, my friend. You just gotta like be open. Loosen up. Be comfortable doing the things that you love, because at the end of the day, what's life if you don't try? You know what I mean? Like, there's a saying in Spanish, I don't know if I'm gonna translate it correctly. That who is afraid of being born? No, No, that who is afraid of living shall not be born. Something like that. I don't know. There might be another like version in English, but you get what I'm saying. Like if you're afraid of living, then you shouldn't have been born in the first place. You know? Like life wants to have warriors. You know what I'm talking about? Trust me, you have a purpose. I'm not telling you like go do something stupid to yourself. No, do not harm yourself at all. There's purpose in life, and you have a purpose. You have people that love you. You have your friends. You have your family. You have your girlfriend, boyfriend. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, right? Husband, wife, the illusion. Sometimes I'm like, you're funny, motherfucker. You know, that's how you gotta talk to yourself. Like, motherfucker, you're funny. Because at the end of the day, dude, you gotta make fun of yourself. Because other people are gonna make fun of you. So be comfortable with that. That's it for today. Like I said, oh, there was something that. Eh, eh, yeah, I think I was gonna say something else. You know what? I'm gonna do it in the next one. I don't want to make it long, like I said. Oh, what I was gonna say, I think it was the reality we live in is like a polluted version of the universe because all of the materialistic things. I think that was the sentence I wanted to say. Something quick. Okay. Thank you very much. Keeping awesome. And see you next time.